flammable materials this Hamilton season to avoid fire outbreak. My name is Rachel Onah. Now the news in full. Delta State government has threatened to sanction any student and pupils who fails to turn up for the various programs lined up to engage them as school reopens today for the school second term 2019-2020 academic session. The State Director of Information, Mr. Dona Obuse, in a statement in Asaba, urged parents to ensure that their children and wards resume school and participate in the resumption tests and back to school program. He said the resumption test for pupils and students in public primary and secondary schools slated for this week was compulsory as it forms part of their continuous assessment scores. He added that the second term back to school program that involves mentoring for mindset change and value reorientation sessions for students will come up after the resumption test. Meanwhile, the chairman, Nigerian Union of Teachers, Delta State Wing Comrade Titus Okotie, has urged the state government to fully equip the 6 existing technical schools in the state to standard rather than going ahead to establish more of such schools. Ghana Post over Senior Secondary School Commission at the federal level, Comrade Okotie appealed to the Delta State government to do the same in the state.
That's what
Government's huge investment in the education sector. Meanwhile, Delta State government has ordered the closure of 2 private secondary schools and sanctioned 16 teachers across the state over their various levels of involvement in examination malpractice in the state. The schools are St. Vincent College, Oviam, and Anointed Secondary School, Ubobo. This followed the approval of the report of the Examination Ethics Disciplinary Committee (EEDC) investigation on WAEC indictment of some public and private secondary schools in the state for examination malpractice in the 2018 West African Senior School Certificate exam by the State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Patrick Oka. 12 supervisors found guilty for collusion, compromise, negligence of duty, and failure to write reports at the end of the examinations would suffer 1-year deferment of promotion and banned from supervision of any school examination for a period of 3 years. Speaking after the approval of the recommendations, Delta State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Mr. Oka, seriously warned those who might still have the intention of involving in examination malpractice to have a rethink, as the state government has zero tolerance for the act. As the year 2020 commences, Nigerians have called on the states and federal government to put more efforts to encourage farmers as part of the job creation for economic growth. Correspondent Happy Hinze, who spoke with some Nigerians on their expectation for the year, now reports.
noted that agriculture has become an alternative.
Since the Radio Nigeria, South Southern Media 3, here is current in the bulletin. Delta State government threatens to sanction students who abscond from school programs. Government urges to encourage farmers through empowerment for economic growth. Still ahead, protests being planned across India after masked men attack students. The business, entertainment, sports, commission, and weather. This is
I am the man.
Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) says it will develop an efficient derivative trading market in 2020. For details of this and more on business news, let's join Austin in being planned across India after mass men attack students and teachers. Turkey sends troops to shut up UN-backed government. Ukraine the people heard more from the forest. Offset to move to Nigeria with her as Casey and Imani gets actor Singapore a Lexus SUV. For more on entertainment, let's join Jay Alato. Mm. Abdullah released of his duties as technical advisor of any basketball star with immediate effect as Chelsea United maintained top split with the Nigeria Professional Football League table with 24 points from 12 games. Listen, Canelo Jackson from there. The need for a transform the civil service to meet the expectations of Nigerians written by prominency of Radio Nigeria Turkey on October. And Radio Nigeria South Southern News S3, a recap of the major items. Delta State government has threatened to sanction students who abscond from school programs. Governments have been urged to encourage farmers through empowerment for economic growth. Protests are being planned across India after masked men attacked students. Be careful with inflammable materials this harmattan to avoid fire outbreak. For comments, suggestions, and eyewitness reports, email us at newsfrcnssz@gmail.com. Or you can call us on 0810 109 2407. On behalf of the news editor, Victory, Isoni, and the production team, my name is Rachel Onah. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon.